This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com, featuring Anabay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Anabay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams Labor Day sale and get 35% off paints and stains August 22nd through September 4th. With prices starting at $31.84, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your interior or exterior, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store or shop the sale online. Delivery available on qualifying orders. Click the banner to learn more. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
It's KFI AM 640, and you're listening to The Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app.
Before we get to our first guest, I got to tell everybody, tomorrow I'm coming in from noon to 2 p.m. So I'll be here tomorrow, noon to 2 p.m. I was going to go to Arizona for the big river float, and then I got a call saying, hey, can you come in noon to 2? And so I canceled my Arizona trip, and I'm coming in tomorrow.
Did you do that last year?
Did the float? Yes, I did. Yeah. What was that, Bella?
Why didn't you just tell them you had plans and couldn't do it?
What?
Yeah, that you were unavailable.
You have that kind of job security? Where people ask you to work and you say no?
Is
that you?
From the float?
Is that, Bella, am I hearing you right? That's your position? Where you have that kind of job security? No one can replace you?
Actually,
oh, my God.
Actually, no.
Oh, my God.
No. I challenge them to try.
That's great. That's rich.
I'm quite
oh, my
confident.
God. I would love to have an ounce of that confidence for about 10 minutes. You and Randy Wang, the only two confident people in this world.
Nailed it.
All right, Monks. You got Monks. Michael Monks. How you, bub?
I'll be here Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. Look, when the boss says, can you work, he's not asking you. He's saying you're working.
Let me tell you, I'm a total yes man bootlicker. Whatever they need.
This job, there's going to come a day where they stop calling me and they stop calling you.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know whether it's in 5 months or 5 years or 10 years. I don't know. But there'll be a time when that phone doesn't ring at all.
That's right.
You know, and because I've seen guys, I used to work over at KLSX, and I saw a really decent man coming in with all of his CDs on a weekend to work 6 a.m. on the weekend. And I looked and I'm like, oh, I know that guy from somewhere. That guy was Charlie Tuna, the guy I listened to as a kid forever and ever and ever. And now he's dragging his CDs in on a Saturday at KLSX and made me sad. But we're all going to be dragging our CDs in at some point into work.
Do you still have CDs?
No, I don't have as many CDs as I do 8-tracks. I got mostly 8-tracks. You remember 8-tracks where you had to listen to the track before you could get back to the song?
You couldn't go to like a different song?
No,
you had to listen to the whole thing?
You had to listen.
A little bit before my time. Only a little bit, but a little bit before my time.
You had to listen to the entire track before you go back to your song. Wow. It was great. Yeah. All right, anything going on downtown? Do you have an aircraft carrier coming in? Is that right?
They just landed.
Okay.
And they're on patrol. Look, we got a busy weekend.
I bet.
We already have had busy stretch of days. It's calmed down dramatically in the nighttime and the overnight hours with the curfew and the extra law enforcement presence. That's been big. But what's happening tomorrow with this No Kings protest and the a couple dozen of them in Southern California, what is that going to do to the resources? We don't know. I mean, we're talking about every corner of Southern California, really all over the state. But for our listeners, I'm talking Antelope Valley, Santa Clarita, Simi Valley, Thousand Oaks, Ventura, Santa Barbara, Catalina Island.
Wow.
has one of these protests tomorrow.
Catalina?
Catalina
Oh, boy.
Island has one of these. The Inland Empire, Anaheim, Riverside, of course, downtown in the metro area have multiple ones. Downtown, Hollywood, all those areas. And the law enforcement leaders, the LAPD chief, the sheriff, and the deputy commissioner of the California Highway Patrol all came out today and said, it's going to be fine. We are completely equipped. Here's all three of them talking.
We're closely monitoring developments and deploying our personnel and resources strategically to protect public safety while safeguarding every individual's right to protest peacefully. If you come to Los Angeles to exercise your rights peacefully, we are here to protect that. But if you come to our city with the intent to commit crimes, damage property, or harm others, including our officers, you will be arrested.
So if you're out there throwing rocks, Molotov cocktails, high-grade pyrotechnics, and all these other weapons, you're going to get caught and you're going to get arrested. And it may not be right away. We at the Sheriff's Department, like my partners, we're at about 170% over what we normally staff for a weekend, just to be prepared for everything that we're talking about.
For this reason, we have activated 8 of our special response teams, which are specially trained officers, and they will all be activated and working throughout the state of California tomorrow.
So they got 170% more sheriff's deputies than usual working on the weekend. And so that's because of all of these protests. And these are on top of the ongoing immigration protests. These No Kings protests were scheduled long before the immigration raid started here, prompting all of the protests that we are also seeing across the country. There's a military parade in Washington, D.C. in honor of the Army officially, but critics say, look, this is clearly a tribute to President Trump. And so that's why they were saying no kings. By the way, Tim, that's not the only thing happening tomorrow. We got a little soccer action.
No, that's right, at the Rose Bowl and at SoFi.
Exactly. And with more than 50,000 fans expected at SoFi Stadium for the CONCACAF. Is that how they call it, the CONCACAF?
You know, you're asking the wrong guy.
Yeah.
I've never been to a
I think they do say the letters. This is an acronym, but I think they say it CONCACAF.
I guess we'll find out.
We will. We'll get some talkbacks. It's the Gold Cup opener. We got Mexico facing the Dominican Republic. Okay, 2 Latin American countries that are coming to town. Well, the Border Patrol put out a tweet.
Oh, I saw that.
That did not land well. It says CBP will be suited and booted, ready to provide security.
Wow.
They later deleted that, but that's got folks scared about what's going on.
Don't you think it's like Timmy the intern that did that over there? You know, a guy that didn't run it up the flagpole?
I think sometimes you get a little arrogant when you've scored some hits online and you want to keep those hits. And I bet that was a hit tweet. But if it didn't meet the standards that the government wanted to put out, then they had to dial it back a little bit.
It all begins at what time?
Different times, but expected to start sometime in the late morning and last throughout the day, probably. And that's why you'll be here to monitor any developments.
That's right.
Now, keep in mind, these No Kings protests are similar to the hands-off protests that happened in anticipation of the big, beautiful bill and any cuts to Medicaid and that sort of thing. It's that same kind of audience. There was a big crowd in downtown Los Angeles for that. But this group is typically different than some of the far left folks that you see antagonizing police. These are I guess if I'm being stereotypical, your typical maybe liberal white ladies who are getting together with their Starbucks to protest things, not historically violent, maybe loud, and want their voices heard. But whether there will be any violence, yet to be seen. It's a difficult time.
Is it true? I read this online and then the tweet was taken down that Donald Trump called Netanyahu and said, can you throw one of those things into downtown LA overnight? Is that true?
I hope not, because regardless, I'm down there. You know,
that's right.
I don't want to stay in Burbank tonight.
You know, there's a sheriff in Florida that
I saw him.
Yeah, he runs a tighter ship than Jim McDonnell.
He doesn't do much running otherwise, though.
He does not. Yeah, he's tons of fun. But he said that if you throw a brick at a cop, we're going to put you in a body bag and call your family and tell us where you want him delivered.
Yeah, he wasn't mincing words.
No, he was very serious about that. And I think that kind of talk is gets your attention.
Certainly, I don't know that they've had the problems that LA has had, but there's a lot of bravado out there in the political world, even down to the sheriffs.
That's right. So you're going to be covering this downtown LA tomorrow?
Well, the plan right now is to keep an eye on the situation. If it gets out of hand, I'll be at the ready. I'll come on and talk to you while you're doing your overtime.
Great.
And then I'm going to ideally come into the studio and do my regular show from 7 to 9 and then come back on Sunday. And we'll see how it goes. I mean, right now the plan is to be on from 2 to 4. Might be 12 to 4 if things are bad.
Okay. I'll be on tomorrow 12 to 2. Then Neil Savader comes on. And then I think Tiffany Hobbs. Is that right?
Exactly.
And then you, Michael Monks, and then I think George Norrie.
Before George Norrie in the Coast to Coast program, we've got a lovely program called Revisionist History.
Oh, that's
airs.
right.
Yeah, from 9 to 10.
That might be on revision tomorrow night. But also, and Saturday, I believe Mark Thompson's coming in. You're coming in.
Yeah.
And Mo Kelly as well.
Everybody with their bag of CDs.
That's right.
Ready to keep their jobs.
All right. We'll be live all weekend right here. Thank you, Monks.
My pleasure.
Tomorrow, at least for now, 7 to 9 p.m. Yes. Okay, 7 to 9 p.m. tomorrow with You Got Monks. All right, we're live on KFI. Crazy, busy week. And we'll try to sum it all up and prep you for tomorrow, because tomorrow is going to be even bigger than any of these days you've seen already. The day without a king tomorrow.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
Elex Michaelson is with us from Fox 11 News, and the issue is, how you, bub?
Ding dong with you.
Ding dong with you. What a week, huh?
What a week. Yes, it's been exhausting. What a moment.
Yeah, it has been crazy. And, man, there's so many different levels to this thing. Everybody's pissed. Everybody's angry. Everybody's crazy. And, it's exhausting.
It is. And I actually have a whole commentary on the issue is tonight about just how exhausting it is, and about the fact that so much of our society, especially our media and really our social media, is programmed to make us all hate each other. And how everybody is incentivized. Politics these days, you're incentivized to mock and minimize your opponent as compared to cooperate and get anything done. The whole system is set up to make this sort of thing worse.
Right.
And I'm concerned about that going forward, because, it seems like it's not going to get better anytime soon.
You know what I can't say? I don't go all, I'm not often on Twitter or Facebook reading comments, but occasionally when I do, I see things like, I agree with you. Good point. Why would somebody put that? Like, who gives a rat's ass what that guy thinks?
That's better than the F you're a terrible person. You have no business being a journalist, or some of the rest of it that I see. So if somebody wants to write good points on my post, I'll take it.
I get some hate, and I always print them and save them, because when I'm done working here, I want to go to a psychiatrist and go, hey, which one of these things you think are right?
Yeah,
which
probably
ones
a little
are
bit of
wrong?
all of the above. Yeah, I know. Well, part of my problem is, I really do go out of my way to try to be fair and include a lot of perspectives.
That's right.
When somebody sees me or they come to me because I've highlighted somebody from the right, then maybe they think I'm somebody on the right, and then they see me highlight somebody on the left, and then they're mad at that, and vice versa, because our systems are set up to only deliver you one perspective.
That's right. Yeah. Well, what's the perspective tomorrow? You think it's going to be hell tomorrow downtown?
I hope not.
Yeah.
But it could be. I mean, I don't know. It seems like, a lot of this is dependent on, how tough the LAPD chooses to be.
Right.
And the first few days of this, they were choosing not to be that tough. And then they decided to get tougher, and it seemed to work a lot better. So,
but why do you think they got tougher? You think they got tougher because they got tired of it?
I think the political directives changed.
Yeah. But you know what? Tomorrow is supposed to be, day without a king. I get that. But I think a lot of the, the Starbucks soccer moms will be afraid to take their kids or go downtown because of what could happen to them.
Well, and those protests are not just in downtown. I mean, there are places. I know there's one in West Hollywood. There's one in Beverly Hills. There's one in some more sort of upscale neighborhoods are going to be doing them too. So it's not right. It's not going to be like what we've seen this week.
Right, but I'm not sure if you've been watching TV downtown. There's a lot of it.
There's a lot of it downtown.
That's right.
But what I'm saying is the soccer moms might not go downtown, but they still may be out protesting in these other places.
Right. Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say.
It's such a big protest that Catalina, this beautiful island that you think has, is so far from politics and just such cool people, they're getting a no king for a day protest going.
Oh, How many people are attending that?
I don't know.
But,
you know what I heard? A friend of mine texted me this, and he said he heard that out front of Burger King, that Chick-fil-A is going to be giving away gift certificates.
Gift certificates for what?
For Chick-fil-A. Outside of, no king for a day outside of Burger King.
They're joining it, Chick-fil-A, the most conservative owned place? That's interesting.
I think they're doing it just to get the attention. Or maybe my friend was just BSing me. That's possible as well.
Yeah, because Chick-fil-A is not known for their progressive politics. That's
what
for
is
sure.
On a lighter note, Elex Michaelson, what is your favorite Chick place? Is it Cane's? Is it Chick-fil-A? Is it Burger King? Is it Red Hot? Dave's Hot? Where do you go?
I mean, I guess it would be Chick-fil-A, but I don't really love any of them that much. I don't know. I haven't found the perfect. What's your favorite?
I'm really a sucker for Chick-fil-A. I really, man, those things when they're hot, they are really, really good. Steph Ushma.
Yeah, they are. I know. They are good. There's a reason why there's such a long line there.
It's
interesting.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say on the No Kings thing, I hosted TMZ Live today, which is on right now on Fox 11. And if you're watching the TV, we're interviewing the organizer of the whole No Kings rally around the country. And they expect millions of people. They have all 50 states are going to be doing simultaneous rallies. It's the biggest rally. And it's interesting because there really were almost no rallies when he first was inaugurated this time around. And when he was first elected, there were really not a lot of protests in the streets. So this is the first time that we're really seeing mass protests. Yeah. On the big show this week, tonight, we have Governor Gavin Newsom. His only local TV news interview of the week. We've got Bill Asaley, the U.S. attorney who represents President Trump in the region, the U.S. attorney for 10 counties, who sort of leads the way on all the immigration prosecutions. And he's also leading the way on the prosecutions of all the idiots and criminals downtown that were messing with law enforcement officers. And then we got Gustavo Arellano from the L.A. Times, who's got a interesting sort of spicy take on what happened with Senator Padilla. And
what's your take on that? On Senator Padilla, what's your take on that?
I think that he was clearly looking for attention. You don't walk into a press conference unannounced and start speaking when she's speaking. It wasn't even a question and answer period. And I understand why they may have been a little freaked out by him doing that. Then again, the idea of handcuffing him and throwing him on the ground seemed excessive and seemed like way too much.
Something personal there.
Yeah, and that I thought was a really bad image, like just for the country, for the idea of ramping up the tension in what's happening. Part of what my commentary is about is like we need to cool things down because I think people are getting so fired up and so worked up, and so that image was certainly troubling to me. What do you think?
I don't think we're calming down. I think we're going to get more fired up. I think this country is about to explode this summer. It's just going in a really bad direction. Buddy, I'll be watching tonight at 10:30. The issue is
on that note
with Governor Newsom.
Yeah. And Bill Asaley, who I think you would like a lot.
Yeah, we've had him on a couple of times.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what? Who's also getting pumped up? I've never heard Newsom as pissed off as he's been this week.
And it's been very good politically for him. I mean, there's a huge audience for that on the left. I know that may not be you, but on the left.
You're exactly right.
Never had a bigger week.
Me.
He's never had a bigger week in terms of growing his social media and fundraising and all the rest of it. I mean, he's really become a big national figure this week. And I know you're not his intended audience.
That's right.
So
that's
you got to remember that.
I'm 100%. Yeah. But I appreciate you coming on. We'll talk to you next week. Okay. All right. There you go.
Ding dong with you.
All right. Ding dong with that guy. I think he thought he was on Mark Thompson's YouTube show there for a while, pitching Newsom to me.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. On Demand from KFI AM 640.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com. Featuring Anna Bay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Anabe's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slip covers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at washablesofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at washablesofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
The cops said they're going to be ready for everybody downtown LA. So be careful. Don't want to get arrested. Don't want to do 3 years in state prison. When you start throwing crap at the cops, that will screw your life up in a radical way. All right. There's a councilwoman. Her name is Imelda Padilla. I've never heard of her. But she, I guess, represents Van Nuys. And she did something illegal, and she did it and it was recorded. She didn't do it in a back room, and she didn't do it off the air. She did it at a council meeting. She did something illegal at a council meeting and live on TV and thought nothing of it. That's the state of society that we live in right now, where you don't have to even do illegal crap behind the scenes. You just do it now in the open, and you challenge and demand, or I guess taunt people to arrest you. She did this. I'm going to play the entire thing uninterrupted and see if you can figure out where the illegality slipped in. All right, there's a live LA City Council meeting with something said that is highly illegal. Here we go.
Like AI technology to create a...
She's talking to Jim McDonnell, the LAPD chief, a sitting city council member talking to the LAPD chief of police.
Like AI technology to create a situation where your department can identify, hey, there's agents, non-city of LA, in a neighboring town. Everyone go on alert in a way where you can support our business community and our immigrant community to know that it's time. That's something related to the lack of due process, the lack of warrants is about to hit our town. I'm asking a creativity question here. What can your department do to do more to warn us, to warn the business community that outside of our LA borders, coming in from Inglewood, coming in from Antelope Valley, I don't know, you can warn us so that we can warn our folks in the spirit of your loyalty to the city of Los Angeles?
So you're asking me to warn you about an enforcement action being taken by another agency before it happens?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't do that.
Why not?
That would be obstruction of justice. You may want to talk to the city attorney about that.
Okay. She, in the open, I believe, committed a felony. I believe that's a felony. Look, if she did that behind closed doors, asked the chief of police to warn people when ICE was coming around, she'd be thrown in jail. You don't have to complete the bribe to be thrown in jail for bribery or murder. You know, if she had said to an LAPD officer, hey, I want you to kill my husband, she could be thrown in jail for that. You can be thrown in jail for a DUI before you get into a car crash, just because, just driving around drunk. Or robbery. When you break into someone's house and you're going to rob them, you don't have to steal anything to get thrown in jail for robbery. They can just bust you in the process. And this woman is asking the chief of police to break a federal law, to commit a felony, and to warn people when ICE is coming around. And you could hear it in Jim McDonnell's voice. He's about had it with the city council and these crazy politicians. You know, they're asking him to commit a felony? Is that right?
In a way where you can support our business community and our immigrant community to know that it's time. That's something related to the lack of due process, the lack of warrants is about to hit our town. I'm asking
I'm not sure what you're
creativity.
Okay, when he said, I'm not sure what you're asking me, he knew what she was asking. He gave her a lifeboat. He said, sweetie. I mean, the subtext that is, sweetheart. I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that and ask you if you really mean it. And then she doubled down.
I'm not sure what they're asking me.
Creativity question here. What can your department do to do more to warn us, to warn the business community that outside of our LA borders, coming in from Inglewood, coming in from Antelope Valley, I don't know, you can warn us so that we can warn our folks in the spirit of your loyalty to the city of Los Angeles.
Okay, so Jim McDonnell is disloyal to the city of Los Angeles unless he commits a felony and obstruction of justice?
Your loyalty to the city of Los Angeles.
So you're asking me to warn you about an enforcement action being taken by another agency before it happens?
Okay, the second lifeboat number 2, she could have said no to that. She could have said, no, I'm not asking you that, but I'm saying, she could have said no to that. Let's find out if she gets in lifeboat number 2.
So you're asking me to warn you about an enforcement action being taken by another agency before it happens?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't.
Whoa! Lifeboat number 2. She passed up on that one, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't do that.
Why not?
Why not? Lifeboat number 3.
Why not?
Why not? Why can't you commit a felony? Why can't you commit obstruction of justice, Chief? What's wrong with you?
Why not?
That would be obstruction of justice.
Okay.
You may want to talk to the city attorney about that.
Oh, my God. You may want to talk to your lawyer about that. That's not recorded in a back room. That's in a city council meeting. That's where we are in life, where they openly talk about committing felonies in a city council meeting. It's outrageous. It's unbelievable. And she thinks nothing of it. She's like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Commit a felony. Obstruction of justice. Chief, come on, you're on our side. Little obstruction before breakfast? Come on, buddy. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Man, oh, man. Under federal law, that is a no-no. That's obstruction or impeding the administration is a crime. She asked him to commit a crime, and he said no, he wouldn't do it. And that's not getting any attention. Whew, what a city. What a city.
And he was kind enough to allow her an out. Not
Three of
just
them.
once, but three times.
Yeah, 3 times. Like, oh, no, you can't possibly be saying that. You know, you're being recorded. It's on video. It's on TV. There's no possible way you're asking me to commit a felony, are you? Yeah, I am. Yeah. That's what I am. But that's where we are in the city of L.A. It doesn't happen in Orange County. It doesn't happen in Long Beach. It doesn't happen in Ventura. In the city of L.A., the criminals who are on the city council are asking the police chief to commit a crime for them. It's unbelievable. The city of L.A. has got to get it together. They've got to get it together. The whole country, the whole world is looking at us right now. And that goes out over the air? That's unbelievable.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. On Demand from KFI AM 640.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com. Featuring Anabay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Anabay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
Man, did this city pass up on a great opportunity to really show Donald Trump how much they didn't like ICE in Los Angeles. If they had 1 million people on the street, everyone behaving, and huge numbers, man, that would have sent a message across the country. But what happened instead? We resorted to our natural ugly selves. Not us, but the people downtown. Breaking crap, throwing crap at the cops, at the mounted police, throwing fireworks at them, And that, again, we lost tourism over that because of the rioting. I know a lot of people don't call it what it is. It's rioting. Oh, that's a good idea. Let's look up the definition of rioting. Let's see if this falls under the definition of rioting. Okay, it's a violent disturbance of the peace by a crowd. A violent disturbance of the peace by a crowd. Yep. Nailed it. Okay, we have some events going on over the weekend that might get disrupted by the people that can't behave. So let's find out if you're going to some kind of sporting event, soccer event. Maybe you're going to go see, The Wizard of Oz at some little theater. Wherever you're going. Let's find out what's going on with the community events tomorrow.
If you have tickets to tonight's Hamlet show, you're in the clear. But attendees are asked to leave immediately after the show and not linger around the Music Center campus. However, tomorrow's matinee and evening show of Hamlet have been canceled due to expected No King's Day protests.
Los Angeles is our home. The Music Center is part of the fabric of Los Angeles. We are in a difficult time, and the arts make people's lives better. So when it's safe and when you feel safe, please come. Please come and experience the joy you can only experience in a live arts performance.
There you go. Hamlet. All right. Okay. All right. Sounds interesting.
The possibility of protests across SoCal could also impact travel around big soccer events happening this weekend. Saturday evening, soccer fans will head to SoFi Stadium for the opening match of the CONCACAF Gold Cup between Mexico and the Dominican Republic. The CONCACAF says it is in communication with local authorities, venues, and the teams, and that the safety and well-being of all participants, fans, and stakeholders is the Confederation's highest priority.
Yeah, everyone always says that. The safety of the fans, it's our highest priority. They always say it, every time. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't, but they all have to say it.
On Sunday, the FIFA Club World Cup is taking over the Rose Bowl.
Did you hear that? FIFA Cup, Rose Bowl, traffic. Traffic on the way to Santa Anita for all you track rats.
On Sunday, the FIFA Club World Cup is taking over the Rose Bowl. The soccer game between Paris Saint-Germain and Atletico de Madrid starts at noon.
Oh, boy. That's going to be a big one. What is that, Stefush? I gotta rely on you, buddy. What is this?
And Atletico de Madrid.
Is that a Spanish team? Athletes of Madrid?
Madrid, yeah.
Spain, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the Spanish are here.
Look at you.
Ding dong, man. I'm pretty fluent.
And Atletico de Madrid.
Atletico de la...
And Atletico de Madrid.
De la Mid. Ah, yes.
And Atletico de Madrid starts at noon. FIFA's president is not too concerned about the raids and travel bans and says safety is also a top priority. And tonight, just after 7 p.m., the Dodgers take on the Giants. Fans should keep in mind the Dodger Express, which takes you back to Union Station after the game, is within the impacted curfew area.
Uh-oh.
So you may want to plan ahead.
Oh, no. That's going to be tough. Because once the Dodger game's over, like at 9:30, that curfew kicks in at 8, and you got to take that Dodger bus. Oh, boy. All right. Well, a lot of action over the weekend. And I'll be here noon to 2 to follow it all with you. So come on back tomorrow noon to 2, and we'll sit around and goof on people. We're live on KFI AM 640.
Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app. Now, you can always hear us live on KFI AM 640, 4 to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and anytime on demand on the iHeartRadio app.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com. Featuring Anna Bay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Anna Bay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slip covers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.